has been so long. It has been so long. It has been so long since I've been on camera. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been a minute. I do want to apologize for that. I have been really in the thick of motherhood and really feeling like I just want to spend that time being inward, and I have been wanting to come back and make these videos for months, even years maybe now, but it has never really felt like the right time, and I've kind of waited for things to normalize, and things just don't seem to be going that way. So I'm doing my best to just sort of start again as we are, where we are. A little catch up. I think the last time I left off here, we had just had our first child, and we just had our second child. Well, we didn't just have our second child. She's about to be 1. So we now have 2 beautiful children, and yeah, I've been really in the throes of parenthood, and it's been really great. So I wanted to come back on here and share just a little bit of our life. A big motivator for me to get back in front of the camera is just that I feel like a lot of the content that is created on the internet is very perfect, picture perfect, and aesthetically pleasing, and these clean kitchens and aesthetically matching outfits and all these things that I just don't feel are real, especially not with mothers that I run with, my friends. Yeah, and so part of what I want to do on this channel is just be really authentic of sharing our life. I really feel like since becoming a parent, figuring out how we want to raise our children has been an ongoing conversation, and I think that it's one that I have with my girlfriends, but it's not one that I really see on the online space. On this channel, I'm going to be kind of going deep with the emotional aspect and just how things feel, and raising children with emotional intelligence, and trying to be aware of, aware of as much as we can. And I'm in a season with small children. That's my season. I'm not in a season of losing myself or of whatever, survival mode. Yes, there are days where I am in survival mode. I just got off being sick for like 3 weeks, and I was definitely in survival mode. But that's not the case all the time. And, I think it's a balance. I think it's really this balance of knowing sort of your priorities and, prioritizing what's important. Something that I've found that's important that I don't really see talked about or portrayed a lot online anymore is just real life, and sort of navigating that with simplicity and intention, and I just hope that I can kind of create that space here. So with that being said, I have wanted to make this video, like I said, for a long time. But things have come up, and there never really seems to be a right time. There is this notion that goes around that is essentially, I would do anything for my kids. I would die for them, right? And I heard this saying after recently that said, what would you do to live for your kids? That really stayed with me, and it made me realize that even before having kids, I think I even said it on this channel before, that I was told I wouldn't have children. And so maybe I decided to completely change my lifestyle and heal, and do a lot of healing and therapy and figuring out what lifestyle changes I needed to make to make having children a reality. And I did that. And now, since having children, yes, things just move so fast, and it's so hard to kind of keep up on all these things. You feel like you're kind of juggling them all at once and trying to keep all the balls in the air. And I did hear another saying about some are glass balls and some are bouncy balls, and so things like, for example, things like laundry and dishes are bouncy balls. They are things that will juggle, and sometimes they bounce, and sometimes, you know, you're always gonna have to do them. You're always gonna have to do dishes and cook and clean. It's just life. But then there are these glass balls, and the balls that are like your children's emotional well-being, things that, like for me, one of them is our children's nutrition and their health, and you know, socialization, playtime, and exploration, and again, cross-cultural integration and things like that. Those are things that require a little bit more diligence to juggle, if I'm being very honest. And you know, again, it takes prioritizing what is important. And for us, raising children who are compassionate and confident and cross-culturally aware are important. And again, this might look completely different than your motherhood and your parenthood, and that's fine. Like some people have help. Some people are able to do things and have more of a capacity. We do not have help, so we do a lot of it, and it's overstimulating, it's exhausting, it is all those things that people say, not in a negative way, but just keeping it real. Like it's anything from easy, but it's also the most rewarding and enriching and most fulfilling thing that I have ever done. And I have done some pretty cool shit in my life, let me tell you. But there's nothing like raising children, and it takes a lot out of you. And it's also just something that I feel like it's just so exciting to do. And so when people say, what would you do to live for your children? I think that it really, I don't know, I've been thinking about this for a while. I think that to live for our kids, it just requires a lot of awareness and sort of emotional regulation, figuring out, you know, the stuff that really gets to us. It's really easy to just pass it down to your kids. Like, and if you don't believe that, that's fine. I don't care. The truth is though, like, what you don't take care of and what you don't heal, you will pass down to your children. And I can guarantee that you have inherited the similar things from your parents that they just didn't either have the awareness or the capacity to figure out and heal. And whether you agree or not, my belief is that it's important to address these things and to try to do the best that we can for our children so that they can grow up. I mean, they're inheriting a total world of shit, let's be real. So my battery's dying. I'm gonna be quick with this. This is all leading me up to say that we are traveling to Japan in a few weeks for 5 weeks. I will be taking the children, and this is Enzo's second time, and this will be Mika's first trip. So I'm just here to show our simple life as it is, and day-to-day kind of living and navigation through what it looks like, keeping it real. We will be traveling to Japan for 5 weeks, as I said, and I would love for you to come along and see what that looks like. This is not a vacation. This is going to be just a trip, and again, to just sort of bring my children into the awareness of part of who they are. And I'm really excited to kind of see that and to see just how they both adapt in this. And it brings back a lot of memories for me as a kid. And yeah, I would love for you to be here and to walk with us through this. And thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching this sort of long-winded intro back. But I am going to be back weekly with videos is my goal. Again, things happen, but I'll be making some shorts, I'll be doing some long form, and I would love for you to be here to, yeah, see this journey and come along with us. So that's it for now. Thank you for being here, and I will see you again soon. Bye. It has been so long since I've been on camera. The baby is asleep. There he is.